What it do, friends? We are back with another video, and today it's been something that's a long time coming given my current trajectory in the YouTube sphere, in the Sonic fan sphere, and I just want to set the tone before we get into it. You are a teenage fan of Sonic. You've been a Sonic fan since the game came out, since you first played the game, what have you. It's been years at this point. Everything's going cool. You're met with a trailer for an anniversary game of Sonic, and everything looks really cool. There's a new design, there's a new aesthetic, and you're just blown away by the visuals for this upcoming generation of consoles and games, and you're so excited you pre-order it for your console of choice, whether that be the PS3 or the 360, and you go pick it up, load it into your console of choice, and you are greeted with Sonic the Hedgehog 2006. Yeah. It's come that time in my career where I have to do one of the 7 faded videos in 06. This is your indictment on this channel. So I'm not making this video to like review 06. Like, that's been done to death. It was done to death 18 years ago. It's been done to death by everybody, but it's one of the Sonic Tuber Infinity Stones that goes on one of your fingers, and it's high time because we've reached the point in the fandom where people are not only saying that 06 as a game is a good game, but that 06 is better than other games in the franchise. And I want to come clarify why they're saying that and why it's just straight up not true. 06 is a bad game, and that's okay. That things happen. Things happen to every franchise. Things happen to every game. Every game doesn't have to be great. Every game that you like doesn't have to be great. I'm not here to shift opinion. I've never been here to shift opinion on this franchise because I'm gonna think what I'm gonna think. Nobody's gonna deter me. I assume y'all are gonna do the same thing what you think, and nobody's gonna deter y'all. But there are truths that we have to hold to when it comes to being honest with ourselves about the media that we consume, and 06 is not good. And by this point, we all know why it's not good, but there are people that are saying that the game is good because of what it could have been, what they wanted Sega to do, what Sega wanted to do, and all that's well and good. But I don't want to get super psychological or philosophical or heavy like an ointment that's topical. That's fucking bars, nigga. I should have been a rapper. But trauma in people. Trauma explains why you do things. It doesn't excuse them. So if somebody grew up being emotionally abused, they would probably be an adult that's a people pleaser just because they don't want to have any type of bad blood between them and anybody they know in their lives. And that's the explanation for that. They were emotionally abused or neglected in childhood. That explains why they do it. That's not an excuse for doing it, though. Does that make sense? So it's basically like we're trying to cure the symptoms without getting to the actual illness. And the illness with Sonic 06 is that the game we got was ruined essentially by Yuji Naka leaving the company, the dev team being split to go make secret rings. They didn't have time for QA. They didn't have time for really like to flesh out the things that they wanted to flesh out in the game, and that led to us getting the retail version of Sonic 06. All of those things are true, but that doesn't excuse 06 for being the product that we got. So on a functional level, 06 is full of glitches, and you're seeing some of them on the screen right now. 06 is a game that is full of glitches. It is not a technically sound game, at least not consistently, because yes, there are some areas of the game that you can play through without encountering any glitches. I'm not saying you encounter a glitch every 10 seconds, but the majority of the stages in this game have multiple points of failure, whether that be due to the technical failings or just poor design choices. Like, everybody remembers Silver's fucking pool ball puzzle. Everybody remembers that shit. But there's a lot that's missing on the technical side from this game. Just things that, if they were given proper time, probably would have been ironed out, like the loading time. Here's a video of the load times in this game. Undoctored footage, just one singular side quest. Even by 2006 video game standards, this shit is ridiculous. And moving beyond the technical aspect of it, the story's decent. Like, I've praised the story on multiple occasions. Like, we got the best characterization of Shadow. It introduced Silver and his timeline and his things, and, you know, Sonic just doing Sonic shit. And there are a couple of, you know, eyebrow raisers that are in the story, like with the whole time travel aspect of it. Like, you know, how did Shadow go back to the past to give her the emerald, but somewhere along the line she doesn't have it anymore until she does? Like, that's very, very odd. Might have to go back and rewatch all the cutscenes to figure that one out. But the story, I don't have too much to say really about the story. It's passable. The story is passable. Music is banger. Like, I think 06's soundtrack is slept on because of the fact that it's 06. But there are so many bangers, like White Acropolis, Flame Core, Wave Ocean, the character themes like All Hail Shadow, Dreams of an Absolution. Like, there's some really good stuff there musically, but as a whole, the game fails on the two most important aspects of what I think makes a game good, and that's really just the gameplay and the overall mission. A bad game to me is not a game that I don't necessarily vibe with, or a game that doesn't live up to my personal standards and expectations. A bad game is a game that fails to do what it sets out to do. So, like, that is definitely the case with Sonic 06, man. It is just, it's all over the place from a technical standpoint. Like, just ridiculous loading times, ridiculous amounts of glitches and gameplay failings, and on top of that, it just doesn't feel good to play, man. Like, it's just the speed sections, which were basically like more or less the prototype for console boost. And again, I don't know how they got it so right with Rush, and then this was the game that came right after, and just, it feels fucking terrible. Like, speed sections aren't boost sections, but it's what led us to getting console boost. and Sonic just looks and feels incredibly stiff to control in those sections. You will die more in a singular boost section than you will just playing through the regular levels in this game. I guarantee it. It's so bad, bro. Like, it is actually just undeniably terrible feeling. And we're also like, I have to, you know, give Chaos X his props, because he took Retail 06 and basically gave us a version of what the game could have been. He basically gave us a possible outcome of Sonic 06. Like, a lot of the physics are better, the cutscenes have improved quality, there's more cutscenes to like flesh out some of the other characters, and it's really good. Like, props to Chaos 06. I'll probably leave a link down there, but I think people are taking Project 06 and conflating it with Retail 06, because I didn't see these types of opinions pop up until Project 06 released, and they just started cropping up. I was like, oh man, 06 is better than SA2 or Frontiers. There is not a singular game that 06 is better than, and I don't want to sound like every review outlet ever, but it's just not, man. Like, the game has far too many failings and not enough good in it for me to say that, yeah, you know, it's a passable game as a whole. And I will reiterate, I'm not here to like shit on people that enjoyed 06 or tell you you're wrong for enjoying 06. I don't care what you enjoy what you enjoy. I do. But I am here to tell you that calling this game good or better than any other game is wrong. From the spirit, that is wrong. You are incorrect in your assessment. And 06, it is what it is, and that's fine. Like, it's bad. It's a bad game, and you can like a bad game. Who cares? Like, you can have your opinion of a game. I want, if nothing else, if I do nothing else on this channel, I want people to be able to enjoy what they enjoy with confidence, or dislike what they dislike with confidence, self-confidence. I don't want you to look at myself or JebTube or Premi to Remy and take their opinion as law because, you know, they have the following or they do cool edits or what have you. Like, if you don't like something, make sure it's because you don't like it. If you like something, make sure it's because you like it. Play the games. Like, that is our thing. Like, the internet says Dragon Ball fans don't read, Sonic fans don't play the games. Like, they really don't. Like, there is no universe in which you can have played any other Sonic game with any sense of objectivity and play 06, Retail 06, and say, yeah, that's good. That's better than SA2. That's better than Frontiers. You're bugging, nigga. Like, that, there is no universe that exists where the version of Sonic 06 that we got June 23rd, 2006 is a good game. And that's, again, that is fine. It is okay for a game to be bad. That's how we get to the good games. That's how we know what the good games are, is by having a measure of bad games. It's you know, you take the dark with the light, and 06 in this case is the dark. If you want to play at the very least a functional version of it, download Project 06. It's finished, it's good. I like that shit. But the retail version that we got of 06, it's just a bad game. You can like it. Like, I'm fine with that. I'm a-okay with somebody liking 06. But putting 06 in the pantheon of good Sonic games, can't let that shit happen, man. I got too much other shit going on to try and sit here and drop an actual review of 06. Shit's bad. If you like it, play it. That's the review I'm going with, man. But I appreciate y'all listening to me yap. This one was a little bit longer video. Again, I know my last two have been like around 8 minutes, but I just had to make sure I got all of my thoughts out. I have a Sonic AMA going on, which check the community tab, go look at the picture I posted. If you got a question for me, drop it. Join the Discord, that's going to be linked in the description. Join that too, come hang out. Oh, what else? More streams. We're doing more streams on the weekends. I think I finally got a pretty consistent schedule, but yeah, man, like enjoy the game. If you like 06, you like 06, man, that is A-okay. Don't let nobody shade your shine. Peace.